what you're doing when you go into a longer fast is you're honoring your body's ability to heal itself. It's not a time to triple stack every health habit. It's not a time to biohack your way into this experience. It's really the opposite. It's where you're stepping back and you're saying, okay, body, I love you so much. I know that you are capable of healing me. I'm going to take food out of the equation so you can switch over into this fat-burning energy system, also known as the ketogenic energy system, and you can perform all the miracles that you're meant to perform. It is literally a gift to the body to say, you're in charge now. Okay, Dr. Mindy here, and I am back with the most common questions that I get about 3-day water fasting. So if this is the first video you've watched of this, know that I did another video of what are all the things you can drink when you water fast. So make sure you check that video out. What I want to do in this video is talk about supplements, which is a really common one I get, medications as well, and exercise. So let's unwind that. And just a little bit of a side note, I'm on the second day of a water fast, so a little more subdued than normal. And that's typically what happens on the second day as you move into more of a state of ketosis. What ends up happening is the more ketones you get, the more GABA you get, which is why we love water fasting, because there's a point at which you just start to become really chill. And I'm pretty sure I just hit that point. So with that in mind, let's go through supplements and let's go through working out. So the first thing I always say is that when we go into these longer fasts, we want to be conscious that we're tapping into innate intelligence. You're asking the intelligence of your body to heal you and to work its magic in all the ways that we don't even really know. I mean, I always think like there's so many things the body does that you could put all the doctors in one room together and they couldn't figure out the same healing mechanisms that the body can do on its own. I mean, that's how mysterious we are. That's why we keep learning new things about our body all the time. So when you go into a longer fast, anything over 24 hours, what you're asking that intelligence to do is to heal you, to fix you, to release weight, to heal inflammation, to get rid of zombie cells that are aging you. The more you try to influence that intelligence, the more struggle you may have, and the more you take away your body's own ability to heal itself. Like there's somewhere along the line, we lost the enthusiasm for what we actually are capable of doing on our own, outside of a doctor, outside of a health guru, outside of supplements. Like our body heals itself, and that's the whole purpose of the 3-day water fast. So we don't want to mess with that intelligence very much. We want to make sure that we're working with the intelligence, not trying to hack into the intelligence. Does that make sense? Okay, with that in mind, let's talk about supplements. We'll start here. And here's the thing with supplements. I really don't think you should take any supplements when you go into a 3-day water fast, with the exception of a few key things. So minerals, we talked about that on the other video. I really like people taking minerals when they go into longer fasts because, as I mentioned in the last video, we are mineral deprived because our soils are mineral deprived. So when you go into a longer fast, a lot of times the heart palpitations that you experience and the brain fog is really just mineral depletion. So one of my favorite, I have two favorites, minerals for 3-day water fasts are beam mineral, and I'll explain why here in a moment, and element, which is, I talked about this in the last video. I talked about how we do this. So the reason I like beam in a water fast, and it's a little different than element, is this is fulvic and humic acid that comes from the earth. It has the right exact mineral ratio because the earth made it. I like element because it comes in these sachets that I can put in water and I can drink when I'm fasting, and I really like that. It's kind of, last night I had some chocolate raspberry hot tea with this. And so it's got some taste to it, and it's high doses of magnesium and potassium and sodium, and it was made for fasters so that you don't get in an extreme mineral balance. So they kind of do different things, and I use them both on a fast, and I think they're great both on a fast. This morning in my cup of coffee, my black cup of coffee, I put creatine in it. This is a brand we love, Qualia. We'll leave links there for you. And creatine, I decided to try it this morning because creatine has really got two major concepts going for it. One is muscle power, and the other is cognition. And I knew I wanted to do some writing today, and so I wanted my cognition to be good, and it's day 2 of a water fast, and that's not this, day 2 of the water fast, the brain can get a little mushy. So I did put it in my coffee this morning, and it really helped. It's tasteless, it won't spike your blood sugar, none of these should pull you out of a fast, just so we're clear, because that's the common question I get. Then collagen powder, I'm a little more dubious of collagen powder because it has protein in it. And we're trying to, in a 3-day water fast, we're trying to stimulate autophagy, and autophagy is that state you go into to start to detox yourself. So if we increase too much protein, you miss out on the autophagy experience. And I don't want you to miss that experience, because that's where we start getting old cells, sick cells, dysfunctional cells out of you, is by stimulating autophagy. And when you stimulate autophagy, you stimulate another cellular process called apoptosis, where the intelligence looks around and sees that the cell is not doing well. And so what it does is it gets rid of that cell, which is what we want to do in a 3-day water fast. So I'm going to say no to the collagen, and yes to the creatine, and yes to the minerals. Outside of that, your favorite supplement, the only other thing I would probably say you could do would be like a probiotic. Probiotics can be helpful and will sometimes help with hunger. But your vitamin D, your E, your multivitamin, all of that, I would encourage you to stay off of them for the 3 days if it's not going to affect you that adversely. Because the more nutrients we bring into our system in a longer fast, what that does is that changes the state of autophagy, because one of the things that happens with autophagy is it's not only just a decline in protein, it's also a decline in nutrients. So we don't want to add too many nutrients in. These are kind of my tried and true. Now, as far as medications go, that is a relationship between you and your prescribing doctor. If you need to eat with your medication, then you're going to need to take like a scoop of peanut butter or something to eat with a medication. I typically don't recommend you getting off medications when you go on these 3-day water fasts, and I definitely don't recommend you altering your medication without consulting the prescribing doctor. And I realize that there's some medication that has to be done with food, and so a little scoop of nut butter might be the thing. So those are my thoughts on supplements, and I hope that helps. It's basically like the least amount you can do, the better. Now, with working out, I also feel the same way, that you don't want to push your body. So honestly, lifting weights would be a no. A 3-day water fast and a hard weight workout, no. Those do not go together. A walk would be good. A HIIT workout where your heart rate is up and down, no. Tomorrow will be my 3rd day of my water fast, and one of the things that I was aware of is I was supposed to lead a workout for our Reset Academy tomorrow morning, and we do a Saturday morning workout and coffee chat together. And all of a sudden I was like, wait a second, I can't do a 20-minute hard HIIT training workout on the 3rd day of a water fast. The 3-day water fast is a moment to go into relationship with your body, to have respect for your body. And so I really recommend that it's not a time to stack all the health habits together. So no HIIT training, no CrossFit, no marathon running, no weightlifting, no. Just let your body heal itself. Now, you could maybe do some yoga, especially a lot of people get achy legs and things like that when they go into these longer water fasts. So yoga is great. I'm a huge fan of yoga. I'm a huge fan of going for a slow walk, but I am not a fan of a hard workout in a 3-day water fast.
Okay, quick pause of the video. Do you know that my new book, Age Like a Girl, is out? It's a trilogy now. It's Fast Like a Girl, Eat Like a Girl, and Age Like a Girl. And I am so proud of this book because I show you why menopause rewires your brain for the better. It is how your brain starts to change itself so you finally put yourself first. And for the science hounds, I have over 450 peer-reviewed citations proving everything I wrote in this book, and I can't wait for you to get it.
So remember, just keep in mind that what you're doing when you go into a longer fast is you're honoring your body's ability to heal itself. And it's not a time to triple stack every health habit. It's not a time to biohack your way into this experience. It's really the opposite. It's where you're stepping back and you're saying, okay, body, I love you so much. I know that you are capable of healing me. I'm going to take food out of the equation so you can switch over into this fat-burning energy system, also known as the ketogenic energy system, and you can perform all the miracles that you're meant to perform. It is literally a gift to the body to say, you're in charge now. But if we start trying to put in supplements and doing hard workouts, the intelligence is over there like, I'm trying to do the job you asked me to do, but you're trying to lift weights and work out incredibly hard, but you haven't given me enough food to be able to do that. So again, the 3-day water fast is an honoring of the intelligence. It is a slowing down. It is a getting to know yourself in a new way. It is not a time to get into a new workout plan or push your body, and it's not a time to manipulate it with too many supplements. There you go, coming to you from day 2 of my water fast. Those are my feelings on supplements and weightlifting and exercise, and let me know if that's helpful for you. And what else do you need to know about a water fast? What other information are you missing in order to succeed at a 3-day water fast?
Okay, if you loved this video, you're gonna wanna check out the next video of my food series. 5 foods that will sabotage weight loss. And they're gonna surprise you. These are ones that you're probably doing thinking they're helping you lose weight.